Texas, he said, please, boy, take one more step. Okay, you got me, copper, I said. My life was over. I hit that prison, I said, oh my God, what do I do now? He said, I'm going to give you one more chance. One more chance, doggy. That's all you get. What do I do now, Lord? I was doing time inside the prison. I was outside the gates because I became the warden's barber. Don't ask me how I learned to cut hair. An inmate started to run across the street, and I knew the guards were going to kill him as I was working outside the prison gate. And I said, no, you can't outrun the bullet. So I said, please, Lieutenant, don't shoot. I turned around to chase the guy, and as I started running, I could feel the bullets, zing, 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 hitting my back. Only they weren't bullets. They were probably flies. I tackled this guy down, so I didn't want him to die. I didn't want him to get shot. Lieutenant ran up behind me, threw down these handcuffs, and said the magic words that still ring to this day. Hook him up, bounty hunter. Dog, how did you become a bounty hunter? Well, you know now. Went into the prison, the warden said, hey, we got to transfer you to another farm. You can't run down another inmate. I said, warden, I saved his life. Let me stay here at my farm. Let me stay here before you transfer me to the snitch farm. Let me stay here for 24 hours. I know I can talk these people into this, these brothers. I know for sure, warden. He said, if you're still alive in the morning, I'll leave you be. The inmates came to me and said, why'd you do that? I said, I had to save his life. But you ran another inmate down. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stand there and let a man die. I woke up the next morning and in front of my cell were crackers, extra coffee, a few cigarettes, stamps, paper, and pins. It's called a prison offering. The inmates weren't mad at me. They all had a meeting and said, boy, God, dog's right. He saved that man's life. God said, now the tide is starting to change. Made a parole, couldn't pay child support. Judge said, hey, you're going back to jail. Oh, I said, I applied everywhere. When they asked me, what have you been arrested for? I put, we'll discuss. I got the job until it was time to discuss what I was arrested for, and then they handed me a check. Said, don't call back, we'll call women and children before we call you. Get out here. I told that to the judge. Judge said, well, I read your bio here. I saw what you did in prison. Think you could find a couple guys for me that hadn't come to court? I said, sure enough, Your Honor. All of a sudden I got goosebumps, just like I got right now. And I knew for sure Dwayne Dogs Chapman's life was changing. Amen? Handed me my first guy. It took me about 2 weeks, 3